How to Deal with Masturbation, a Stoic Perspective. Part 2. Returning to the Struggle. We ended the first part by laying the foundations, understanding desire, learning to face the truth, redirecting energy, training the mind, and building a greater purpose. But now we must go further. Because the real test is not in knowing what to do, but in living it daily. You see, the struggle with masturbation is not just about one habit. It is about the battle for the soul. It is about whether reason rules desire, or desire rules reason. And this battle repeats every single day. The Stoics understood this, which is why they trained themselves constantly. So let us go deeper. Let us walk step by step into more powerful tools, drawn from both psychology and Stoic wisdom, that can help you win. In case you haven't watched part 1 already, check the link in the description box below. Let's get in. Desire is never satisfied. The first truth you must burn into your mind is this: desire never says, enough. When you give in once, the mind says, again. When you give in twice, it says, more. When you try to satisfy lust, it does not die, it grows hungrier. Seneca warned that, no man is free who is a slave to his body. What he meant is simple: the body always wants more comfort, more food, more sex, more ease. But reason must draw the line. Otherwise, you become like a man pouring water into a broken jar, it will never be filled. So how do you deal with this? By remembering that the promise of satisfaction is a lie. Masturbation says, do this and you will be fulfilled. But the truth is, you will only feel emptier after. When you expose the lie, desire loses its shine. Training yourself to delay. One of the strongest tools of self-mastery is the power to wait. Psychology calls this delayed gratification. Children who can wait for one candy now in order to get two later, often grow into adults with more success and discipline. The Stoics already knew this. They practiced delaying their pleasures. Epictetus said, no man is free who cannot command himself. So when the urge comes, practice waiting. Say, not now. I will wait. At first, wait 5 minutes. Then 10. Then an hour. With each delay, the urge weakens. Eventually, the mind learns that it does not control you, you control it. This waiting is not just resistance. It is training. Each act of waiting builds strength for the next. The power of environment. Many people fail because they fight in the wrong environment. You cannot expect to win if you surround yourself with triggers. Psychology proves that environment shapes behavior. If a smoker keeps cigarettes in the house, he will eventually smoke. If a man struggling with lust keeps easy access to pornography, he will eventually fall. The Stoics taught us to shape our lives wisely. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you surround yourself with lustful images, your soul will be colored with lust. If you surround yourself with discipline, it will be colored with discipline. So change your environment. Remove what tempts you. Place reminders of virtue in your room. Fill your mind with noble words, not dirty pictures. The less fuel you give desire, the weaker the fire. Pain as a teacher. Here is a paradox: pain can help you. The Stoics embraced discomfort on purpose. Seneca would fast, wear simple clothes, and sleep on the floor. Why? To remind himself that he did not need luxury. To train his soul to endure. In the same way, you can use discomfort as training against lust. Take a cold shower when temptation rises. Do push-ups when the urge comes. Go for a run. Train your body to associate temptation with strength, not weakness. Biologically, this works too. Exercise burns off restless energy and releases endorphins, giving you a natural high without guilt. Psychologically, it builds the habit of responding to temptation with power, not surrender. The role of self-respect. One of the deepest wounds of masturbation is the loss of self-respect. Each time you fall, you break a promise to yourself. Each broken promise weakens trust. Eventually, you stop believing in your own word. But self-respect can be rebuilt. How? By small victories. By keeping promises, even tiny ones. If you say, I will wake up early, and you do it, your self-respect grows. If you say, I will exercise today, and you do it, your respect grows. The Stoics believed that dignity comes from living in harmony with reason. Each time you act with reason instead of impulse, your dignity returns. And the more dignity you have, the less willing you will be to throw it away for a moment of lust. Shaping your identity. Another powerful tool is identity. People act according to who they believe they are. If you believe, I am weak, I am addicted, I cannot stop, then you will act like that. If you believe, I am a disciplined man, I am free, I am strong, then your actions will follow. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves of their role. Marcus Aurelius told himself, you are an emperor, but also a man. Remember your duty. Epictetus reminded himself, you are a philosopher. Live like one. So tell yourself, I am not a slave. I am not an addict. I am a man of reason, a man of virtue. Repeat it. Live it. Shape your identity. Because when your identity changes, your actions follow naturally. Understanding urges as passing clouds. Psychology shows that urges rise like waves, peak, and then pass. The average craving lasts only minutes if you do not feed it. The Stoics used this wisdom long ago. They taught that emotions and desires are like passing clouds, they seem powerful, but they always fade. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the mind is stronger than any impression. So the next time the urge comes, don't panic. Don't say, I must fight forever. Say instead, this will pass. It always does. Sit through it. Breathe. Watch it fade. Once you experience the truth that urges are temporary, you lose your fear of them. Turning shame into fuel. Many people drown in shame after falling. They say, I am worthless. I will never change. And shame pushes them deeper into the habit. But Stoicism turns weakness into strength. The Stoics taught that every failure is a chance to grow in wisdom. Marcus Aurelius told himself, when you fall, rise again. You are not ruined unless you quit. So instead of drowning in shame, use it as fuel. Ask, what did I learn? How can I avoid this trigger next time? How can I use this failure to grow stronger? In this way, every fall becomes a stepping stone, not a grave. Gratitude and perspective. A strange but powerful weapon against lust is gratitude. Why? Because lust focuses on what you don't have. Gratitude focuses on what you already have. When you feel restless, pause and list what you are grateful for, your health, your family, your talents, your opportunities. Gratitude shifts your mind from craving to contentment. The Stoics practiced this daily. Epictetus reminded his students, do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Gratitude calms the restless soul. And a calm soul has no need for quick, shallow pleasures. Serving others. Masturbation is self-centered. It is about turning inward, chasing personal pleasure, ignoring the world. The Stoics believed the opposite, that we are born to serve. Marcus Aurelius wrote, what is not good for the hive is not good for the bee. Meaning, what harms society also harms the individual. When you serve others, through kindness, through work, through love, you break the chain of selfish pleasure. Your energy goes outward instead of inward. Service gives life meaning, and meaning weakens lust. Living with urgency. Finally, we come to one of the strongest weapons, the reminder of mortality. You do not have forever. Life is short. Each day wasted is gone forever. When temptation comes, ask yourself, if this were my last day, is this how I would spend it? If I died tomorrow, would I be proud of how I lived today? Marcus Aurelius said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Masturbation steals time. But life is too short to waste on emptiness. Live with urgency, and you will waste less. The final and most effective point. Now we arrive at the most effective tool of all. Listen closely. The Stoics believed in detachment from desire through reason. They did not fight urges with willpower alone. Closing part 1. They exposed them with truth. So in this first part, when temptation comes, the foundation. Pause. Seeing desire clearly. Instead, facing the truth without reason. Understanding the cycle. What is this? Redirecting energy. Just a bodily urge. Training the mind as a muscle. What will it give me? Changing your inner story. A moment of pleasure, then guilt. Practicing stillness. What will it cost me? Building a larger purpose. My time, my dignity, repetition and persistence. Am I a beast, but this is just the beginning of reason. In part 2, we will go even deeper. The urge shrinks. We will explore advanced Stoic becomes small, the psychology of self-control, irresistible becomes laughable. Most effective method to deal with masturbation once and not to fight blindly, but to see clearly. The last point is the strongest weapon of them all. You are free. You don't want to miss closing words. Go ahead and leave a comment below. So now, if this video has walked the full path. Part 2 is exposing desire as endless. Training to delay. Shaping environment. Using pain as a teacher. Rebuilding self-respect. Forming a new identity. Seeing urges as passing clouds. Turning shame into fuel. Practicing gratitude. Serving others. Living with urgency. And finally, detaching from desire through reason. This is how you deal with masturbation. Not with guilt, not with panic, not with self-hatred. But with wisdom, courage, discipline, and truth. The Stoics showed us that freedom is not found in doing whatever you want, but in ruling yourself. And now, you have their tools in your hands. The rest is up to you. Watch my next video on how to master yourself fully and live free. Like and subscribe for more.